Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Doc Favors here. You all know we talk about entrepreneurship, mindset, and business over here. And tonight we're going to be talking about Bellator Life Update. And I know it's been a minute, and so let me just say this first of all, that well, a couple of things. First of all, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do me a favor. I look at the metrics, and about 46% of you all are watching the video, but you're not subscribing. Guys, that helps us do what we need to do to help to get the algorithm out so we can get this in front of as many people. So if you wouldn't mind, do me a favor and subscribe to that channel and hit the like button and leave a comment, okay? Now, next, if you all notice, especially for those of you who are in the community, but you're not necessarily in our groups, you notice on the channel some of the videos that you had access to prior to today have been changed. I either made them private or I took them down because we're doing some different things with the channel. We're doing some different things with the company. And so I'm going to be re-recording a lot of those videos as we move forward. But obviously, we're going to be making some changes, and some of which has to do with the advancements and the things that we're going to discuss for a very brief. This video is going to be very brief, quick, straight to the point. And that being said, once again, of course, you all know I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't be a financial advisor. Everything that we say is for educational purposes and entertainment purposes only. Please consult a licensed financier, licensed financial advisor to help you make those important decisions. Okay. So that being said, guys, first let me say this, man. We had an amazing time at the events for company. And of course, if you all don't know about it, then of course I'll leave something down below if you're interested in getting involved, and you can also get back to the person who shared this video with you. But here's the thing, guys, we had an amazing training. We had some awesome techniques and strategies that we learned. And of course, it's a lot of new things coming. Some I can't talk about, some I can. But the reality is this, you all. If you have not heard, if you've been under a rock somewhere, let me just get right to it, man, because I really want y'all to see this. Um, Let me see. Is this the one? I don't, yeah, this is the one. So, Miracle, let me see if it's in the blog section because Miracle, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. So, there's a lot of things happening, you all, that you can go to our page and just read up and see what happens. But there's a few things that's happening, and this is the main one right here that is on the website. Probably if I go out, let me do this first because it should have popped up, but you should have heard about it by now as well. Let me see if it pops up this time. Nope, it didn't pop up, guys. All right. Well, you can easily go there. So I'll show you how to get this then. Let me go back because if it don't pop up, at least you know how to do it. So when you go to miraclepay.com, that's our website, and you see who we're involved with and everything there. This is public piece. You go to blog, ladies and gentlemen, and you go right here and hit read more. And this is what came out. Miracle Pay and zero hash. Now I want you all to hear this and see this. Miracle Pay partners with zero hash to enable stablecoin payments for U.S. merchants. Integration brings regulated on-chain money infrastructure to Miracle Pay's merchant network, giving U.S. businesses a simpler way to accept stablecoin payments. Are you all hearing this? Guys, I went into a Bills down here in Jacksonville, Florida last week and actually took a picture. They said now accepting crypto payments from your wallet. If you go to Steak and Shake down here, they say now accepting Bitcoin. I'm like, man, y'all, I don't think you all realize what's really happening. That is really happening. I'm saying it again. That's really happening when it comes to digital money, digital finances, you all. Guys, it's happening. This came out New York, August 21st, 2026. This is literally maybe 3 days ago. Miracle Pay, a merchant facing payments. I love this language. Look at this language. Miracle Pay, comma, a merchant facing payment solution, comma. Y'all hear the language? It's going down. I'm just telling y'all now. It's going down in a different way because first of all, For all of you all, you've been around the negative Nancy's, the skeptic people, had a lot of people who waiting and wondering, not believing. That's okay. I don't deal with that. Y'all know me. I tend to stay positive and upbeat. But the reality of it is, y'all, the process, this piece right here, that was obviously created by Hakan Torhan and the team, a part of the whole Miracle Network, guys. Man, it's happening. You don't get to make a public announcement like this. Now, first of all, some of y'all may not. Let me slow down because I know y'all probably haven't heard of zero hash, but I'm gonna get there. But I want you to read it. I want to keep reading this to you. A merchant-facing payment solution today announced a partnership with Zero Hash, the leading on-chain infrastructure provider, giving U.S. merchants a seamless way to accept stablecoin payments. See whether you all understand or not. It's not just locked into one coin. Because we have our own chain, we do have all that. But tonight, this is about miracle. I need you all to understand what's happening because many people are overlooking this. And I'm telling you all, you want to, man, you definitely want to posture yourself and position yourself so that you can purchase this asset. And I'm gonna get into that in a minute. But I'm gonna show you how that's connected. So anyway, from stablecoin backed card programs to direct point of sale acceptance, on-chain money is increasingly blending into familiar payment experiences. Now, you can go ahead and read more of this. It's down here. It's on here about Miracle Pay, about Zero Hash, an infrastructure provider. But guys, you know favors. I actually went to Zero Hash website. And if you go to zerohash.com, oh boy. What do you see right here? Look, I'm pointing like y'all can see my hand point. Oh boy. Look, let me show you what you got. On their site right here, you all. Miracle Pay partners with Zero Hash to enable stablecoin payments for U.S. merchants. This is a service, this is an announcement right here. Come on, guys. Miracle Pay, a merchant-facing payment solution today, announced a partnership with Zero Hash, the leading on-chain infrastructure provider, giving U.S. merchants a seamless way to accept stablecoin payments. Now, you didn't only see that on Miracle Pays, you see it on Zero Hash. So what in the world is Zero Hash, y'all? Guys, you can go here. You're talking about financial technology, brokers and trading platform, banking institutions. Guys, I'm really trying to put you all in a position so you can know, so you can be in the know of what's really happening. These products and stuff, I know some of you all may say, hey man, I don't know too much about it. That's why I'm doing these videos so we can educate you, ladies and gentlemen, so that you can really get out in front of this thing because this is happening. This is for real. Every time I go somewhere and go to eat and pull out my card and I see Ingenico, I get that much more excited because we have deals with them and we're on their website as well. So when you look this up and you really see what this is, guys, it'll tell you a little bit about them down here. There's Mr. Hakan Torhan right there says the U.S. market does not need another payment concept. It needs infrastructure that merchants can use with confidence. It's amazing. That's Mr. Hakan Torhan, the CEO of Mediterra, Miracle Pay's parent company. Do you all see this? Now, Miracle Pay is a merchant-facing payments platform designed to simplify onboarding, payment acceptance, and real-world access to blockchain-based financial infrastructure. Miracle Pay is a part of the broader Mediterra ecosystem. You see? Now, what about Zero Hash? Well, Zero Hash is an infrastructure provider for crypto, stablecoin, and tokenized assets. Oh, man. Its API and embedded dev kit enable innovators to easily launch solutions across cross-border payments, commerce, trading, remittance, payroll, tokenization, and on-off ramps. The company has a global regulatory footprint across the EU, Latin America, Australia, New Zealand, Bermuda, and the United States, and operates regulated entities in 51 U.S. jurisdictions. For more information, visit zerohash.com, guys. God, let me tell y'all something. When you talk about being a part of something that has this type of vision, it's 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 amazing to actually see when someone says we're doing this, to now actually see it come to fruition. And you say, well, why am I showing this to you all? Because I want you all to know these are some of the updates that many of you all are missing. And some of you all just might not be plugged in. Obviously, if this is your first time hearing about it, then you really want to get with Phase, man. Hey, I'm telling you, you want to get with me and so you can learn and see what's going on. The last thing, now this is more recent, but you all should know this. If you go to the OTC markets and you type in, you see our parent company right there, ladies and gentlemen, on the OTC markets. Some major things is happening. Major things is happening. And you see right there, the OTC, I limit the OTC markets. You say, well, what is that, favors? I don't know what that means. I know, I know. But you stick around, you're going to get to learn and find out. So if you go to corporate service and go to each one of these means something different. If you hit OTCD, OTC, it's going to tell you right here. This is for companies that publish baseline information rather than meet the higher qualifications of our premium markets. These companies provide ongoing financial disclosure and management certification and verify their company profile for U.S. investors, brokers, and regulators, or regulators, regulators, regulator. Now, companies must meet the OTC rules requirement to be eligible for the OTC basic market, including, guys, they got the SEC's Edgar system, management, the certifications, and all the. So you don't just get here without going through the proper protocols. Now you say, well, why am I showing you all this, you all? Because one, these are the updates, and one, you all should be getting excited. You know, I'm just showing you all the facts. We got presentation that's going to be happening where we go down and break it down more. But I'm sharing with you, especially if you're new and you haven't seen this or even heard about this. Guys, if you go and look on my YouTube channel, I did, and I put some other videos up here that talks about pay attention when the president had all the high tech and crypto individuals at the first crypto summit, they say, quote unquote. Okay. Then I talked about how Russia changed. Russia already passed their regulation, their crypto regulation, the same as our Clarity Act. Michael Saylor saw it coming, and y'all see Bitcoin just shot up since I did that video, almost to 80,000. Do y'all see what I'm trying to tell you all? This I got other stuff on here for you on military update right there that goes into some of this stuff. But I'm telling you now, some of these videos I'm going to be taking down so because I'm going to redo them and go into a little more depth and explain it to them. But the reason I'm showing you all this is so you can see what happens and so you can see what's connected to it. And what's connected to it, you all, this is how you get involved. And I'm going to tell you right now, the because how we are postured, the language is changing. And so even now, when you talk about the Miracle Pay, this global payments network powering real world utility, you all, it's very important that you all understand what's happening. So you say, well, how do I get involved? Matter of fact, what is Miracle Pay? Guys, it's a global payment network with access over 100 million potential merchants. Remember I told you about Ingenico and Pax and Shopify, Bitso, all these came, they out. And you say, well, what happens? Imagine taking your card or having to wait for you to position yourself to earn potential daily rewards. And when I say potential, because it all depends on what you're willing to put in, what you're willing, to how you willing to posture yourself, what you're willing to purchase, what you're willing to do. You see? So I can't give you specifics and guarantees, but I can definitely show you how to optimize your potential, how to maximize your potential with an asset like this Miracle Pay asset right here, y'all. Imagine taking a car or anyone in the world and they go buy, sell, hold, transact, do anything. That that transaction has a process where it has to get verified. So it gets verified. It goes up to the cloud. It gets verified. And because you own one of these assets, you'll get a disbursement sent to you every time someone uses it globally. Just this basic information that's already out there, ladies and gentlemen. But I want you to understand that is how, when I say potential rewards, potential daily rewards, guys, it's life changing because the more merchants, the more transactions. That's why I showed you all Miracle Pay coming into the U.S. markets. They're already in Europe and some parts of South America. Do you all see what I'm saying? This is amazing. So the more transactions, the more merchants, the more transactions. Real world activity, which means a stronger network and active payouts with growing adoption, with mass adoption. These payouts are active, you all. And all you have to do is make a decision. You say, well, how I get involved, favors? Just purchase one of these assets. And by doing so, you will prioritize your potential in this company. So obviously now you gotta go get that link. You gotta go get someone's link and sign up. That's all you gotta do. So with this Bellator Life update, you all, I'm serious. I've shown you the websites. You can go look and find it yourself. But what's most important, you all, is where we are today. I am so happy and grateful that I made a decision, postured myself, positioned myself to participate in this reward system here, man. It's nothing like it. Okay. So with that being said, good people, I wanted to keep this nice and short. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate that. Also, if you have any questions, y'all know what we do. Just type them down in the chat. And most importantly, share this with other people. Because like I say, some of you all have not been, following up because life starts happening. I understand that. But you want to stay connected to this one, especially if you're in and you own some of these assets already and you just don't know what's going on. That's another reason why I do these videos, because I know some of you all have to watch these at wee hours in the morning and you can't get on to our lives. But I strongly suggest anytime you hear us doing a presentation, you definitely want to be in that seat. Okay. With that being said, you all, this is Doc Favors. It's always a pleasure bringing you all the updates and content about what's going on. And I strongly suggest that if you really want to, make an imprint, if you really want to get involved, then all you got to do is get back with that person who shared this video with you, get their information, and get yourself positioned up. Get you one of these assets. You'll see what I'm saying. Hey, I look forward to seeing you all next time on one of our calls. We'll see you soon.